This weekend, as announced over the past several weeks, I'm taking an opportunity to speak at all of the Masses and to share a parish update, some good news, and to unveil what I believe to be an exciting, worthy, and needed project for the good of our parish community. And I'm happy to share this news this morning. In short, we have a plan on the table to build an addition to this church as we embark on what we're calling Connect the Cornerstones project. Among many other things, this will provide first floor bathrooms for people who come to church and need them. It will provide increased space in the back of church, an increased vestibule, and a new facade to our Meredith Street face. Let me share some background about all of this. 3 years ago this month, we accomplished something that I still marvel at, and that is the renovation of this church. For those that were not with us at that time, and there are many of you, the year was 2019, and our parish was celebrating our 150th anniversary year. In a matter of 11 weeks, from May until September, with the help of so many parishioners, many of whom did the work, this church building was transformed. And just about everything you see here was renovated. And we left a legacy that we still see, certainly for the glory of God, certainly for others that come after us, and quite frankly, even for ourselves. This was a beautiful project of good stewardship, and it still speaks today. I'm sure you could give me examples, but just 2 days ago, on Friday, we celebrated a funeral mass for one of our parishioners. She died, I believe she was about 62. And her children and the church were full. I would say about half the church was not Catholic. And throughout that funeral, I just kept looking at people who were just marveling at the Stations of the Cross, the Holy Spirit dove, the crucifixion, looking around, praying, filled with wonder as they buried their good friend. In the aftermath of that project, 2020, I called together our parish finance and parish councils, our project manager, parishioner Mike Miller, our architect parishioner, Patrick Mohan, and I asked all the people to help me to identify another project. Having experienced something so good, I asked, what do we need? I wanted something practical, but also something that could set us up for the future, something not too large in scope, but exciting, worthy, and needed. Those discussions yielded an idea of connecting our two buildings, the church and the former school. In doing so, I was told it would give us greater space. You know what it's like on a rainy Sunday morning like last week. You're in and out. Some of you know what it's like to come to church and not be able to access bathrooms downstairs. All of you know what the front looks like with the broken concrete. This would provide for all of that, while at the same time it would match the stone buildings, it would respect the work of the courtyard, it would evoke the original look of our Meredith Street when the convent stood, and it could lead us someday to a parish center in the former school. In December of 2020, Archer Buchanan Architects presented this plan to us, and we have used all of 2021 and up to this point of 2022 to advance that vision. design and construction plans, speaking to contractors, being reviewed by the historical board, which is needed here. We're in a historical area. You can't just build a building here. Land development plans. And as recently as this past week, we sat through borough council meetings and we achieved another success, another green light in being able to replace the trees out front. I'm told at this point that this project would take 8 months to complete. The church will be able to be used throughout that time, and the cost of the project would be somewhere in the neighborhood of $1.5 million. As I stand here now, here's what I know. I know that that cost is not going to come down. I know that our needs will not go away. And I know that there's a plan on the table that is clear, worthy, and doable. So 3 weeks ago at Parish Council, I asked, what do we do? Do I let all of these documents, all of this planning that's on my desk now, collect dust for another year? Or do we bring it forward now? And to a person, they said to me, Father, put it out there. Let's do it. We need a vision. These past 2 years have been tough. And while they continue to be, without a vision, our parish is not growing. And so here I am. And here we go. This weekend, there are 4 renderings, 4 pictures of what this would look like on the back wall of church. In your bulletin, there's a QR code where all of this is posted on our website. 2 weekends from now, you'll have an opportunity to hear from our architect and our project manager to have an up-close look at the plans. And come October, we'll launch what will be called a Living Stones Appeal, whose money will be solely dedicated to this project. As I consider the past 10 years of St. Patrick's Parish, from 2012 to 2022, 8 of which I've been able to share with you, and I'm so happy to have been able to have been here. I see in those 10 years a lot of change. It was 10 years ago that our school closed. It was 8 years ago that you got a new rookie pastor. I've never done this before. I've been a priest up until that point. I think it was 18, or I don't know how many years. It was 15 years. We celebrated a Jubilee year. We've gone through a pandemic. We've navigated a lot of change. So many people have passed away, especially over the past year. And we continue to welcome more young people, as was visible moments ago. Here's the thing, though. The mission and the life of the church, the mission and the call of the church has continued. And through it all, we've carried on. Not perfectly, because I'm part of this church too. But we've done it well. And we're in a position now, because of that wellness, because of that good stewardship, to carry on even further for the life of our community, for the good, quite frankly, of one another, and for the ongoing nature of this work of being church. So this is the vision. The soonest I'm told that we can begin is the spring. But now we advance it a little further, and we'll certainly know what the next few months bring. I'm happy to share all of this with you, quite frankly, because it really is good news. I've kind of been trying to keep a secret, but it's really not a secret. Rather, it's a vision. And it's something that I invite your feedback, certainly invite your looking at, as we have laid out for us a worthy, a needed, and a wonderful opportunity for our parish community, for one another, and for St. Patrick. We'll keep you posted as we go along, but let us continue to thank God for the call He's given us and to be good stewards of His church, His family, which is you and me. Thank you.